Face. Here's my face. Boop. Let's shuffle them. Immediately, I like these two. Alienness, Black League patterning. Black League patterning was the last thing we saw. Which makes sense. Resistance, rebellion, potential spam, of course. Look at you. Look at you. I know what you're doing. I know everything. Get away from me. Oop, oop, oop. Away with you, wrinkly thing. Okay. It's a little darker in here. On account of all the smoke. Now the lighting gets to be dramatic. Ooh. Dramatic. Or we could have shiny forehead lighting. Dramatic. Let's shuffle it though. Alienness. Face. Okay. doesn't sake burn? Okay. Interesting. We're doing 6 cards. And this is the gift. That'll be the final one. Hey, PSP. It's a mirror. Blind Enthusiasm, Pleiades Past. Makes a lot of sense. Blind Enthusiasm. Especially the label that I slapped the Pleiadians with last time we were streaming. Remember what I called them? Blind Enthusiasm. That's pretty fun. That's a pretty fun first one to draw. Do I want to read anything about this? I'm curious. A habitual pattern of the Pleiadians when they were a very young species was to implement an idea, to become very excited about an idea and implement it without thinking it through. What are the far-reaching implications of these actions? Who benefits and who is hurt? Take a good look at the times you may have done this in your current life. In the eyes of the universe, there are no mistakes. However, everyone has the responsibility to see beyond their own excitement and try to make choices that support the whole rather than simply the ego's desires. Blind enthusiasm, a trait of the Pleiadian past. Masculine principle, Lyra past. Makes a lot of sense. There's so many ways to interpret the dichotomy of like masculine versus feminine principle in this sort of like, in this context. Lyra embodying the masculine principle with their need to go forth and explore and conquer. To expand in that way, expand outward, externally. Let's read. The ancient Lyrian civilization is often described as reflecting the masculine principle. As the civilization grew, it moved out into the galaxy, settling planets, sometimes engaging in war, and seeking ways to perpetuate the species. They were the builders, protectors, and architects of a society. Both masculine and feminine principles exist within everyone. It is important that they remain in balance. This card asks you to work with your inner male energy. Listen to what it has to say and embrace it. This will help to heal an old karmic pattern from the ancient days, the days of ancient Lyra. Makes sense? Self-observance. Lyra, future. There you go. I like this. I like this as being kind of like a cap for this top row. Self-observance. Something that came up a lot yesterday in therapy was like a frustration with a perceived lack of self-awareness. I'm always really frustrated when I think other people are lacking in self-awareness. Oh, great. An alarm went off on my phone that I threw across the room. If only I was more self-aware. Hmm. I like this. I like this as like a punctuation mark. Self-observance of where, I don't know which pronouns to use, where our blind enthusiasm may lie, where we may be putting too much emphasis or not enough emphasis on a specific aspect of a masculine principle. It's up to, it's very like personal. 67. It's moments like these that make me proud to be a part of a comedic Twitch stream team. A lot of chuckles, a lot of chuckles. Self-observance, future. After much struggle as a species, the Lyrans eventually healed themselves by honestly and objectively observing themselves. At first, this can be a difficult task, but in the end, it leads to powerful transformation as long as it is done without judgment. The power of self-observation is essential for any person or species who seeks transformation. Begin this process now. Just observe. See your habits and patterns without the need to fix anything. It is an alchemical process that produces spiritual evolution on a profound level. The love and wisdom of the Lyran forefathers can guide you. Just ask for their help. See your habits and patterns without the need to fix anything. Observe blind enthusiasm without the need to fix anything. Observe masculine principle without the need to fix anything. Without judgment. What a fun challenge. Observing without the need to fix is not the same as ignoring. I knew we would get an earth present. Progressive desires. I knew we would get something in the earth present. Progressive desires. I love that this is lining up with the blind enthusiasm. I love that. That's really beautiful. Makes all the sense in the world. Got 4252. During a time of transformation, it is common to feel a great excitement and a desire to make sweeping change very quickly. However, because there are many people who fear change, it is prudent to make change that is slow and steady instead of rushing things. In this way, those who cling to the old will not get spooked and obstruct the natural process of transformation. Take an honest look at your life and see where you are either moving too fast or resisting change. Seek the middle road. As you do this, you assist the earth to transform itself with grace and ease. Amazing. Conservative attachments, of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. The very sister card. Of course. Do you see? Do you see what just happened? And I love that these are lining up. I really love this reading. It makes all the sense in the freaking world. I also like that it's 6 because it's like a opposing dichotomy and then a sort of like commentary on that. Left, right, observe. Left, right. I'm excited to see what this is because this is one that popped out while I was shuffling. I'm very curious to see whatever this is. Let's read about conservative attachment super fast. When it is a time of transformation, it is natural to fear change. There is an illusionary feeling of safety in the familiar, even if the familiar is dysfunctional and no longer serves you. Take a look at your life now. What are you clinging to that is old and familiar? It is time for an inventory. When you clean out the old, you make space for the new. The karmic pattern of fearing change is one that must be healed at this time. When you resist change, it is often forced on you. You can circumvent this by taking small steps toward change, which eventually lead to great strides. Start now. What is this going to be? Serious future way showing, beautiful. Self-observance way showing. This is gorgeous. What an amazing reading. This triple pair. Amazing. Past, past, present, present, future, future. Progressive, conservative. And then something else. Something else. 95. Serious, way showing, future. In the ancient past, Syrians were conflicted about being leaders or staying hidden. They saw this as an either-or situation, either being leaders or staying hidden. Now that they have evolved, they realize that being a leader is not an aggressive or controlling role. True leaders lead from the heart, without ego desire, and from a clear sense of inner direction that is aligned with universal consciousness. In the ancient past, you were also conflicted about this issue. But now is the time to release this karmic pattern and no longer have fear of being a leader or a way shower. You don't have to do anything to lead. Simply being is enough. Amazing. I'm going to shuffle the purple deck. I want to see what that has to say. Thank you for suggesting this, Danny. This is centering. It's very soothing for me. Like it's so, and I'm really happy because I didn't want to do a reading because I thought it was all just going to be like Orion stuff that was just repeating the same lessons that, but this is like a completely different take on the same conflict. I love that the conservative attachments is holding onto a teddy bear. There's like a lot of fear and like clinging. Progressive desires has this like has a butterfly and it's like tie-dye and it's interesting. Neither necessarily positive or negative. Like both having issues. And then these kind of spelling out like some of the issues. And there's also something positive about these things. Like all of this is positive and negative. These feel like a way to transmute, or these are sort of like hinting at the alchemy, where it's like you got this side versus that side. How do we reckon with that difference? Let's see what we have in here. There's a hair. Can you see the hair? Faith. Test. Test. Okay, we're back. Hmm. 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 Oh my fucking god, dude. This deck. It doesn't want to be shuffled in that way. That's okay. What are you going to be? What is it going to be? That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Addiction. Orion releasing addiction. I've thought about that a lot over the last day. I think about not only uh, you could address it on so many different levels. Like, we're addicted to fighting each other. We're addicted to conflict. We're addicted to polarity. We're addicted to believing we're better than, smarter than. We're addicted to forgetting every 4 years. We're addicted to trusting in a process that we know we don't need to. We're addicted to hamburgers. I exercise an addiction with tobacco that sometimes goes away because I've been dog sitting, but I will bring it back when I'm living here again. And of course, today the sky is filled with smoke. Addiction. Addicted to complaining. Addicted to blame. That's a big one. Yeah, that's a really big one. I inherently deserve love, and I am supported to change. Addiction comes in many different forms and to varying degrees. There are obvious addictions like drugs and alcohol, or even addictions to things that are necessary, like food, exercise, or sex. There are emotional addictions like drama, martyrdom, or attention. Worry can become a mental addiction. There are spiritual addictions like meditating to avoid, using the Bible to denigrate others, or judgment for justification. Justification for judgment. Addiction serves to separate, a quality the Orions overcame through great adversity. First, it separates the self from empowerment. Then it separates the self from others. Addiction creates a sense of shame within. This card is showing you that you inherently deserve love and forgiveness. Releasing addiction may require assistance, so seek the support needed based on your circumstance. As you release the hold that addiction has, you are empowering yourself to know that you are enough, you are capable, and you inherently deserve love. As you love yourself, mistakes and all, you begin healing the cause of addiction and open to new empowerment. The light language is assisting you to discover your empowerment by healing addiction. Here we go. It is initiating forgiveness for your past and opening you to new choices of self-love and healing. Seek counseling, healing, and/or medical support to help you release your addictions. Forgive yourself easily and progress into a perspective of hope. Appreciate that today you are choosing to love yourself more. Find stories of hope and support to assist your growth. Addiction. I inherently deserve love, and I am supported to change. Damn. I like that. I like that. Hmm. Addicted to Twitch, baby. I feel like we had faith last time. That was the bottom card today. I just split the deck in courage. Courage! Throw in courage if we're doing a 2-pair for everything. Serious initiation. You feel okay? That's good. So do I. It's a little hard to breathe. But I feel okay. It seems a little less yellow than it was a second ago. It's like gray now. Still smoky. Little less yellow than it was earlier. Let's read about courage before we end this, though. Serious initiation. Courage. Courage. My courage is an inner journey of compassion. Previously, courage was recognized as the most powerful warrior or leader that could control others. Where was that? Way showing. That's when we were talking about leadership. Serious. Both serious cards. Previously, courage was recognized as the most powerful warrior or leader that could control others. The Syrians know that this stilts evolution. Stilts? Stunts? Humanity is evolving from giving power to another into embracing empowered individuals, creating a stronger whole. Let me say that one more time. Humanity is evolving from giving power to another into embracing empowered individuals, creating a stronger whole. It takes great courage to do so. Doing the inner work of transformation requires compassion, compromise, and holding boundaries. It means finding a solution that benefits all parties involved. This creates real and beneficial change. This card asks you to take stock of your courageous moments and release the ones you judge otherwise. Your now moment is ripe for new choice. Choice that supports you and others in a mutually beneficial exchange of love. Real courage isn't a battle won. It's a battle transformed into growth and improvement. Often that means resisting the urge to overpower and find integration through understanding and love. That which challenges offers a gift. Courage is embracing the challenge by trusting you are capable of moving through it. The light language is amplifying the courage of your heart to flow boldly into your life. It is releasing fear and misinformation that keeps you from knowing your empowered love. Patience and neutrality quell fear and create calm courage. Develop the courage to look at the undesired aspects of yourself or others while still maintaining nurturing love. Have the courage to allow another to be as they are, even while holding your boundaries. Take a risk and share your unique expression. Courage. My courage is an inner journey of compassion. Courage. We got some strong holes in chat. I'm proud of y'all. Proud of y'all for strongly contributing to the whole. That's an orifice joke. Okay. Oh, wow, we're a little cockeyed, aren't we? That's interesting. Okay. Thanks for being here.